I know for you this has been a long time coming. This preseason seemed like it's taken months.
It has dragged out a little bit, but the whole time we've been preparing. So I definitely wouldn't say it's passed by quickly like some other times of the year tend to do. But, I mean, the whole time we've been working, so I know that we'll be prepared.
Can you talk about offensive line as a group and building chemistry, how you guys have come along in that area?
I mean, I feel really very, very confident about the offensive line. All experienced guys, we all work well together, we've all played together, and I think we're a very solid unit. So
Robert, we see Prince Tagle listed as your backup at right tackle in this. Like, that's a pretty meteoric rise for somebody that's never played the position before. You gonna give us your take on his development?
Yeah, I mean, he's a very talented player, and I think even like you were saying, even this quickly, he's started adapting to playing on the offensive side of the ball, on the O-line, and at tackle. You're going to see him develop a lot more, especially next year. I think he'll be a key player on the offensive line for us. I really like him.
Did you get a sense when they made the move that he was going to be able to help you, or was this kind of surprised a lot of people in your room?
I don't think it really surprised anybody. I mean, when watching him at practice, it's pretty apparent that he's one of the better second group offensive linemen. So,
Robert, have you had a chance to look at much video of Clemson's defense, and what do you think if you have?
I've been watching a lot of film, especially outside of meetings, and Clemson defense is very good. They show a lot of different looks. They show a lot of complex schemes and everything, and that's going to be interesting to pick up, but we have ways of dealing with it. I like their unit. I mean, as a whole, they play well together. They all do their job. You never really see any guys on their defense bust. I mean, they're solid. So,
what do you see about the defensive line? Because they did lose, some really good players to the NFL.
I mean, it'll be challenging for them coming out. First couple drives, we'll see what happens, but really doesn't matter for offensive linemen. We're going to play, so we'll make the blocks.
Clemson's known for having really good defensive ends year in and year out. As an offensive tackle, what's that like going up against a team that they're going to bring some of their best at you? You get extra excited when you're going up against a position like that.
Well, luckily I have the privilege of practicing against probably what is the best defensive end maybe in college football every day, so I'm not worried or anything. I mean, it's definitely not something that keeps me up at night, because I go against Carl Lawson every single day, and I'm ready for it. I'm ready for the challenge, and I'm pumped.
Robert, are you guys going into this season with a chip on your shoulder?
I would say so. Sort of like my teammate said, our motto this year is earn it, and that's exactly what we're going to have to do in every single game. And I believe that's what we did over the offseason.
Robert, Sean has said before that as a redshirt freshman, he didn't really feel comfortable getting into guys' faces, telling them what to do, being assertive. Have you kind of seen that progression in the spring and this fall from him?
Yeah, and he's taken a little bit more of a role as an active leader. It's hard to do that when you're a younger guy, and now that he has a lot more experience, last season he earned a lot of guys' trust on the offense, and it's shown in camp and even in the spring that he's willing to take a more active role.
Well, we've heard that he's a guy that's kind of a fiery guy. We talked, people said he's got a chip on his shoulder, competitor. As an offensive lineman, what's it mean to you to see your quarterback kind of get out there and kind of be that kind of guy?
I really like to see that, because especially last year, in pretty much every game, you'll see him stand in there, make plays, get hit, take hits. He just wants it, and you know that you can count on him. So it's a great feeling having somebody back there.
Well, we're talking about the difference for you between playing left tackle who you played before, now right tackle.
There's not really too much of a difference. I'm able to play both sides now, which is obviously a good thing. I'm pretty much adapted to be able to swap back and forth. So
You've dreamed of this moment probably your whole life. You've been a starter before, but to do it in a season opener in this situation, any thoughts on what you're going to feel like Saturday night walking out of the tunnel?
I mean, it's going to be a huge moment. I'm ready to go out there and prove myself.
Have you been counting days, kind of like counting down that moment gets here?
I mean, I haven't been keeping count per se, but there are tickers everywhere, and we have boards in our locker room and in the weight room. So it gives you a sense of urgency when you come in and you haven't looked at it in a few days and you see it and it's gone down, and definitely makes a difference.